Welcome guys, we have another game here. This time we have Core playing as the Malians in the color orange against his opponent. It's Demu from Team Liquid playing as the Chinese in the color purple. How are you doing guys? Hope you're doing well. If you do, don't forget to give a like, subscribe to watch more Age of Empires 4 content. Let's get started. This is a matchup that is extremely hard for Chinese. Extremely hard. Just because the Malians get a lot of tempo when they get to Castle Age, and they are really scary. Chinese take time. Chinese, it's one of the slowest safes to actually build up their, I would say, manpower, if you want to call it that way. And then they can, obviously, they are really good at Imperial in the late game. Just because they have very, very good units, especially like the Palace Guards, Imperial Palace Guards with elite army tactics. You can produce hundreds of them, sending all over your opponent's base, and then suddenly he doesn't have any villagers. If he doesn't have stone walls, it's a big problem. But to reach to that point, it takes some time, and the Malians are extremely good as soon as they reach the Castle Age. Not to mention that the Chinese are really bad at aggression. I mean, if they can be aggressive, I mean, any civilization can be aggressive if they decide to. They can go and attack right now with a barracks if he decides to do so. But you're also giving up a lot of bonuses that makes your safe special. Like, for example, the Song Dynasty. If you want to go for the Song Dynasty, you need to wait to create your 2 landmarks. And that will be like minute 5 or something to have your 2 landmarks up. By that time, like, your opponent is already in Feudal Age, has some units here, and you have none because you have used all your resources on aging up 2 times to the Feudal Age. So it's a really tricky situation because when you start putting some pressure, your opponent most likely it's about to go Castle Age, and that's where things start getting complicated because you're just starting up. You're getting more villagers. You're I don't know if maybe you go to TC, maybe not, but it's very, very hard because the Malians will create a lot of military units. They have a lot of passive income from the gold, a lot of passive income from the pit mines, a lot of passive income from the cows. If we see the cows here, you will see that all the food you get pretty much around 1,000 food per minute with a full cow boom with the landmark here. So there is plenty of space for military, and it's not uncommon to see 80 or 90, even more than 100 military units just riding the Castle Age when the Malians are starting out. It's just very, very scary. That's why this matchup is really, really hard for China. So I'm really curious to see how Demu will deal with this, if he will deal with that, or what's Koro's strategy here? Because obviously Demu's a very good player. An average Chinese player, like me for example, will not be able to hold. It's still very, very hard for him. So he got the Imperial Academy in the back of the base with the gold, gets the berries, gets the food here. Doesn't get the wood, unfortunately. I hear from Crockety. Crockety, if you don't know, it's another Age of Empires 4 player. It's a very, very good player, and he said he's mainly China. He's mainly China, and he plays very, very good Chinese. One of his research, he said, actually, the Imperial Academy, it's the best when you put it on the wood line. That's when you get the best return of investment. So, but anyway, it's still good. It's still good. You can get gold from here. You get gold from here, especially from this mill. It's gonna be used for a while. And we see the Barbican next to the stone. It's gonna be able to secure the stone. I don't know if he wants to go for a 2 TC. Probably he has to, otherwise there's no way for him to catch up with the Malian economy. And at the same time, he can protect the deer here. Of course, it's been a little bit annoying with the with the deer, trying to push it away as much as he can. Looks like the Barbican will finish soon, and Core will have to leave to other uncharted territories. Otherwise, you can always put a little wall here, and your food is very, very safe, even if you put it here. But it's just trying to be as annoying as possible. At the same time, Demu Scout trying to be annoying too. It's actually, you can take down houses like this. I remember one time I was playing, and there was a scout torching my blacksmith. And I was just focusing on the battle, and it's like, forget about this guy. He's never gonna take down the blacksmith. And then, when I want to get upgrades, it's like, where's I don't have blacksmith. What? I thought I created. And I remember the scout was torching my blacksmith for like, I don't know how many minutes, but he finally did it. And I completely forgot about that. Looks like Core will get away with this. And he pushed the deer. Overall, decent job. Overall, decent job. Considering you have the Barbican next to you, there's not much you can do, but still, there's a way to cause your opponent to make, reduce his income. You can just put a mill here and have at least 3 very close to you. Looks like the houses will go down. Let's take a look at Core space, because looks like the cow boom starting to happen. Cattle ranches are starting to be built. I put the number of villagers you see here, just so you can check the build order. Maybe you want to study something, maybe you want to mimic what these players do. And later on, around minute 10, we're gonna change it to income per minute when things start getting a little bit more spicy. So Demo has enough stone for going for the second town center. He just lacks the wood for it. He doesn't have any military building for now. So he's gonna let the main player just do what he wants. Now warrior scouts are out. This is kind of tricky because you want to protect your deer. There is always a possibility your opponent goes professional scouts, which he haven't. But it's definitely a possibility because the Malians have a lot of gold. I'm gonna take a look at the gold income. You can take 400 gold a minute is a lot. So basically, this technology is kind of free. And there you go, professional scouts coming for Core. And you need to protect your food, because as the Chinese, you're the most vulnerable when you don't have your food resources available for you. You need to start securing those food resources. And just by having your deer removed from you, it kind of forces you to go for the early farm transition, and that's where they get you, because you cannot go for a farm transition and, have military at the same time. So it's just a very tricky situation. You can already see Demo starting to wall here, but he haven't wall in the other areas. This is a very cheap wall that can prevent your opponent to actually gather this deer. If you put it here, you will actually... he cannot go from here, so you need to wall. So looks like the scouts are already here. Let's take a look if Demu knows about this. Remember, this is high view, so everything is a little bit tricky. Everything is a little bit tricky. Already see 7 scouts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 deer out here. They're gonna be able to return with a foot. Very, very efficient way. You have so many of them. Look at that, beautiful. And I just go here and just take the food and go back home. Beautiful play from Core. And looks like Demu is gonna be running out of food pretty soon, because he only have the berries here, and the next food patch it's here. You have the boar here, which can be easily walled. That's very lucky for him. The boar is an extremely good source of food, so if he managed to get here, he still have a chance to survive for the moment. It looks like he's going for Spearman. Will he be able to take back the deer that Core has just... Look at that, it's just... who stole my deer? Man, that's a lot of meat. That's a lot of meat. I don't know about you, but this amount of meat... man, you're rich. You're rich. If you can buy this amount of meat. I don't know how much is meat in your country, but I think overall, I think we need to pay a very good amount for a small portion of what this is here. So look at this, guys. This is like the, this these fortified cars that take the money from somewhere to, you know, to a bank or somewhere. This is pretty much this. Like, this guy have weapons, so be aware of that. Looks like Demu is gonna send a lot of spearmen. However, Core is already aging up, so he's gonna be decreasing his gold income for the moment, but his opponent doesn't need to spend so much in cows anymore. I mean, only for eating, but now he's gonna start building some production buildings. That's a stable, have a couple of archery range, have a third archery range, 4 archery range. We're gonna see a lot of either javelin throwers, either veteran archers with poison arrows coming soon. It looks like the second pit mine is gonna be going down for sure, increasing Core's gold income. Let's take a look at the income per minute. We're already 10 minutes into the game. Meanwhile, Demu also thinking about aging up. Now remember, Demu only has some berries here, and he needs to go out in the map if he wants to get some food. So it's gonna be very tricky for him to see how he can secure those food resources with the Malians already there. And Core reached the castle age. See, he's getting veteran warrior scouts, the first thing he gets. As well as archers. It's gonna be archers, gonna be like classic combo with archer and poison arrows. Right away researching poison arrows for him. Meanwhile, Demu researching veterancy for his spearman, as well as +1 range armor, as well as a nest of bees. Definitely siege works extremely good against Malians because all their units are very they don't have heavy armor units. Only the sofas are the only ones that are heavy armor. The other ones don't. So nest of bees work quite good against the Malians. It's like Core is gonna try to steal more deer, but there's not more deer around here. Just a little wall here, and that's all you can do. But anyway, he can always go and attack. There you go. Veteran scouts there for a reason. They have 9 attack damage. Meanwhile, the spearman going directly into the archers. Looks like these archers are already veteran. And poison arrows is coming soon, as well as improved armor. Yeah, increase the armor of these sofas. We already have 2 in queue. +1 range attack coming for them. It looks like he's pulling the villagers. And the nest of bees gets an attack, scares away those warrior scouts. Meanwhile, these guys went into the stealth forest. Cannot see me anymore. You can know where I am. Take a look at that. That's the beauty of the stealth forest. It's like you don't know where your enemy is, and suddenly you're out. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful move. It's a little bit of a gamble, but you know it can work. Well, more archers coming from Core. Nest of bees is already here, so it's gonna be scaring pretty much any kind of unit that Core makes, except the sofas. You gotta be careful with the sofas. They're already 7 on queue. I feel that they're in queue forever. Wow, what's going on here? Looks like there is a surrounding here. Then we're starting to switch with some palace guards. Already have +2 range armor. I think about sniping this nest of bees, or you will definitely sacrifice those warrior scouts. And there you go, Demu trying to secure this area of the map. Not only have some food here, also have plenty of gold. So this is a very, very important position for him. He's gonna send all his units here just to protect that area. And this is one of those maps where the resources are very like in different locations. Like you either have everything on the left or everything in the right, but it's like looks like have some big stone here. But anyway, looks like the spearman will do a very decent job against those archers, especially with those crossbows doing the DPS on the back, and the nest of bees trying to follow someone. Looks like Core is building a tower here, and Demu doesn't know about this. This is a problem of going out without a scout. You don't see what your opponent is doing. Look at Demu's vision. It's just so close yet so far. This is gonna be... Oh my god. Looks like he's patrolling. It's not. It's not. Looks like he's leaving. This villager will live another day. Oh my god, this is so exciting to watch this kind of situations where the stealth forest. Oh my god. This is so funny to watch. So funny. And now, Core has vision, while Demu doesn't. Look at that. That's why it's so important to put those outposts in this stealth forest. And he does sees. He does sees the Demu's army, while Demu doesn't. In the stealth forest, you cannot see anything. Meanwhile, there's no farm transition yet. It has plenty of space here in the back. Most likely it will do it here. There you go. Farm transition is starting to happen already with 12 villagers. Wolf working for Core. And now the sofas are already here. And look at Core's food economy. He can definitely have much more army than this. Much more. Is it because the sofas are expensive? He doesn't have many? He has 24 sofas. It's actually a very dangerous amount. Look at this. These have 5 melee armor, 5 range armor, 20 attack. These are definitely very, very good. Nest of Bees makes a decent attack, but didn't manage to hit anyone. 3 Nest of Bees is definitely something serious to worry about. Meanwhile, Demu, despite being behind on resources because he doesn't have a cow bomb or anything, he is ahead on villagers. He's almost 100 villagers, and he's going for the farm transition, slow but steady. And this is where it's gonna get hard for Core if he doesn't get any damage. So far, he only killed 3 villagers, and at this point in the game, you really want to kill more. You should have the military advantage. Like, look at this. This is not all his army, of course. But just the Nest of Bees makes it so complicated to actually push into Demu's base. You can tell how playing very defensively here, securing those resources little by little, is actually paying off for Demu. Sacred Site's gotta be captured here. Meanwhile, more blacksmith upgrades coming up for Core. And now Demu, it's going for the Yuan dynasty. It's gonna be the Imperial Palace here. Will give him a lot of vision. Let's take a look at his vision now. It's gonna be very exciting. You will see very soon. You will see. Stonewall here forces his opponent to go here. And you can actually stonewall all this area very, very easily. Look at that. Yuan dynasty. Look at that radius. Can see everything. Oh my god, and the sofas are already here. Villagers are trying to repair, but looks like it's not gonna be enough. And the sofas are already inside Demu's base. Looks like it's gonna be chaos for some time for Demu. Just when he was just starting to recover, I mean, to establish his economy, or directly enters into Demu's base. Nest of Peace just trying to send a message here to his opponent. It's like, hey, forget about me. It's just gonna be hard with the Nest of Peace, and this army is just not inside yet. Meanwhile, Core killing 24 villagers so far. He's doing a really good job with this raid. More villagers here. Meanwhile, Stonewalls going up in this area of the map. Definitely need to close this area, otherwise the flood will continue. But Core is just deciding not to send any units for some reason. It's just sending some units here just to harass his opponent. Gets pushed out from the board. A Nest of Bees just trying to melt everything they find. Look at the Nest of Bees even doing a very good job against those sofas. Spearman trying to chase those warrior scouts. And just like that, in 1 minute, Demu lost like 40 villagers. And that's quite a lot. That's quite a lot for sure. And he's in Yuan Dynasty, which means his bonus from creating villagers every 15 seconds, it's gone. Now he gets all the units are faster, but you know, You also need the villagers. Luckily for him, his second town center is still up and running. He could have potentially tried to torch it, actually. With so many sofas, you can take it down very easily. Meanwhile, archers pushing with some battering rams here. And also there's a Springle, just in case, but you need way more Springles against 5 nests of bees. Just keep in mind the nests of bees actually do very good against Springles, especially in big numbers. They do quite a lot of damage, so you cannot really underestimate those. Meanwhile, farm transition happening for them. Looks like Core will know that he cannot really push into this base very soon. He already knows that, actually. He knows. He knows about it. Well, what's this guy doing here? Oh, he was building a tower. Springle placement coming. And for some reason, these villagers are throwing the gold here instead of here. Oh my god. It's just very annoying to deal with. But Demu, despite everything, he defended quite well. Fortified outpost coming soon, but looks like it's not gonna be on time. This outpost is gonna go down. Blink of an eye. Meanwhile, the big army coming here. Look at that, beautiful. Now the keep is gonna go down for sure. Battering rams and a lot of sofas. I'm really surprised Demu didn't go for any kind of Musafari warriors. I mean, his opponent doesn't have many, palace guards, but technically you could have more units on the field. I already have 101 military units. Meanwhile, Gatehouse is gonna be in this area. I would have loved to put it here, actually. Protect, have more range of for attack, but I leave the professionals do what they do. Especially here, this is like the main gate. Look at that, 5 nests of bees, ready to attack at any point. And then he's just waiting, he's gonna get all those imperial upgrades right away. He has more than 2,000 gold in the bank. He's gonna be upgrading everyone you see here. Meanwhile, elite palace guards coming. Springles just shooting from the gate. Managed to take down one Springle. So this is mad. They need to protect this gate at all costs. Oh my god, this is... Because this is 94 military units. The only thing that can help you is this gatehouse here. And now he pushes. He has 63 archers. Elite upgrades coming. Palace guards are already here, but only 10 of them. Let's take a look at how many barracks he has. Nothing but 11 barracks here. Forgot to mention about the relics. Already 3 relics coming up for them. We'll have these pagodas going on for him, which is a beautiful thing. All the palace guards. Technically, they do a good job against those archers, but there are too many archers. Meanwhile, Springles need to take down those nests of bees. Managed to do some damage, takes down the nest of bees. No nest of bees for them, and now, of course, Zeus needs to keep pushing here. He doesn't have much military units, has some hand cannoneers there, but all the reinforcements are just arriving. And despite having a big push, it's mostly military against military. Only 2 villagers were dead in this game since the last push. So Demu's economy is just gonna be blossoming now. Against, compared to the last time Core was here, Demu didn't have the farm transition. And now he does have enough food to make some units to defend. And looks like he's holding up. It's 80 military units against 20. And looks like Core wants to put a keep next to his base just to make sure his push is not on vain. But the Springle against Hand Cannoneers. Villagers trying to build a keep here. But Core taps out. Well played by these two players. Hopefully you're enjoying this match. And I will see you in the next one. Bye bye. Take care.